The number 5 driver in the current 2025 Kowicki Driver Development Program standings is with us, Taylor Hoar. Taylor, how are you? Welcome back.
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm great. Let's talk a little bit, I guess, first about the on track portion of your season so far. One top five, five top tens in 12 starts at Thunder Road, four consecutive top 10 finishes, and I know the third place finish in the Ken Squire Cup 100 lapper was a pretty important night for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was definitely one of our best runs in a long distance race, and being contention for the win was really cool. And especially just a Squire Cup race means a lot to any of us Thunder Roaders. So, that was really cool for us, and I think added a big bit of confidence to our team. We've definitely struggled when we haven't had those good finishes. We've been unfortunately in the back and just haven't had the right car underneath me. But we're just gaining and adding to our notebook and taking what it will give us.
When uh, when people look at your stats, I think it's interesting to note, or helpful maybe to know, Thunder Road is not one of those tracks where you time trial and the fastest car starts up front. Usually, if you win a race at Thunder Road, you've come from the back portions of the top 10 or even worse in their starting fields, right?
Yeah, the handicap system can be frustrating sometimes, but if you have some bad finishes, you'll start up front. But if you have good finishes, then you're going to be driving through the whole pack trying to get to the front again. So, it's a battle each week.
You have pretty much doubled your statistics from a year ago, your rookie year in late model competition. I know you're not happy with anything less than winning races, but you have kind of progressed to the point where a top 10 is disappointing. That's progress, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's good for me to reflect back onto last year and just know that, I think we had two top fives total through the year and maybe three top tens, something really low like that. So to know that we've doubled that already this season, I think is something that is a good reminder for the progression that we have shown through this season, even if it's not what I've been hoping for.
You raced this past weekend in the American Canadian Tour portion of Oxford 250 weekend. Certainly one of the biggest weekends in Northeast New England racing. Turned out being kind of a rough weekend for you physically, right? You had some challenges.
Yeah, unfortunately, after Thursday night, I wasn't feeling very good, but was just going to kind of push it off just because I wanted to go racing. But woke up feeling too ill, had to go to the hospital and get some antibiotics and get fixed up so I could go racing Saturday. But was feeling okay Saturday, was not feeling 100%. And, you always want to feel 100% when you're behind the wheel of the race car, but tried my best. And, we did what we could. We struggled with setup, struggled with tires. And Oxford's a tough track too, and I haven't been there in 2 years. So took what it gave us and had fun. And that was the biggest thing is we just wanted to go have fun.
Knowing your background being a third generation racer, sitting out of the race car wasn't even considered, was it?
No, the doctor told me it wasn't advised to go racing on Saturday, but I told him, maybe I didn't tell him, but we went racing.
So, in addition, when you're not driving race cars, a lot of the time you're spotting race cars. You've got two wins and a second place finish as a spotter this year. How did that job come about?
I'm just kind of, if I'm not at the track, I want to be helping as much as I can. My boyfriend Tanner Woodard races, and so his sister, who's normally his spotter, wasn't able to be there for him one day, and got him a second place finish on track. But unfortunately for the guy in the first position, got disqualified in tech, so got him a win technically. And then got my brother a second place finish at White Mountain Motorsports Park, and spot for my brother here and there when his spotter can't make it to the track. So it's kind of fun. I've gotten to spot for some pretty cool drivers and gotten them some good finishes. But I just like to be hands on or help wherever I can when I'm at the track.
What's it like racing against your brother, against your boyfriend, against your boyfriend's dad from time to time, certainly against your dad from time to time? There's a lot of people out there that you know pretty well.
Yeah, it can be stressful sometimes, but I think I kind of just jokingly say like I'm just myself on the track, and my obviously we don't want to wreck anyone, and I don't want to wreck anyone on the track if I don't have to. So I think that just trying to keep my nose clean around them anyways is good, but definitely nerve-wracking, and I really feel bad for my mom.
Yeah, your mom goes through a lot. There's no doubt about that. Let's talk a little bit about your off-track life. Something that you've been really involved with lately. Tell me about Emma Strong.
Yeah, so Emma Treadwell is unfortunately a little girl from Oxford, Maine, who is dealing with leukemia. And I connected with Kate Ray, former Kowicki Driver Development Program alumni, and we wanted to get together and raise as much money as we could for Emma, just to, help with any of those financials. And anybody that's going through cancer is just an awful thing. And so I think trying to bring awareness to childhood cancer, and raise as much money as we could. So we got together and started selling ribbons for $10 to fill our trunk lids and ran gold numbers at Oxford, and been putting some time into that. And on my end, I ended up donating $1,300 to Emma Strong, and Kate's done a lot more than that. I think she's about 6 grand. But so it's been really awesome to know that we've been giving back to Emma just like that.
Pretty neat. That is not even remotely the extent of your volunteer work. This is an ongoing thing with you. I know you do a lot with the Vermont Food Bank, don't you?
Yeah, so East Rise Credit Union and I have partnered up to work with the Vermont Food Bank this year. On the last Friday of each month, we've been going and helping them out. So the last July, we went to their Veggie Van Go program, which is fresh produce that people can drive up, no questions asked. We put food in their car. We were handing out things like sweet potatoes, onions, apples, lettuce, just things that aren't the cheapest when you go to the grocery store. And so it was really rewarding to get to do that. And we always kind of make it a fun time. And then last month, we went to their warehouse and packed 7 pallets worth of boxes to go to the senior citizens in the community. And so it's really rewarding to know that we're giving back to the people that, are surrounding us. And it's just really rewarding and fun to work with East Rise on this.
Your home track, Thunder Road, has had for the last, what, 3, 4, 5 years now, a really neat deal called the Race to Read program. And you've been very involved with that and their most recent back to school supply drive, right?
Yeah, so being a race read driver for the past 4 years, it's been fun to see this come together. This was their third annual year with Thunder Road, and Race to Read and Thunder Road finally kind of came together on this one and tried to make the most of what we could. And so it was fun to kind of help get that all organized and see what we could do. Myself and East Rise Credit Union donated 10 backpacks full of school supplies, all the things you could think that you need. And it was really cool to see Thunder Road really bring it all together. The fans, the teams, and all the drivers donated. I'm not sure there was one person there on the weekly basis that didn't donate. So, it's really cool to see the community come together like that, just because I think the racing community is stronger than most people think.
And as if all of that isn't enough, and apparently it's not. And this one I just love because I know your family, and this doesn't surprise me at all. Your family's Lake Champlain charity poker run, a fundraiser for Camp Tecumseh. And knowing your family, this had to be something that was done at high speed, right?
Yeah, so my dad, Dave Wolfson and Chris Fisher put this Lake Champlain poker run on, and all the families we kind of come together and help behind the scenes. And it's really fun because obviously we get to bring big boats and fast boats into it, but also, we're knowing that all this money is going to a good cause, which is Camp to Come to a camp for kids with cancer in South Hero, Vermont. So it's really rewarding to kind of get to play a small part in it and get to help out here and where I can. So it's one of those really rewarding things to be a part of, but also getting to go fast is pretty fun too.
All right, so racing up north, usually Labor Day is about the end of things, which means that it's officially now late season and the special events are beginning to come around. What are you looking forward to the rest of the way?
I'm really looking forward to that East Rise Credit Union Labor Day Classic at Thunder Road this coming Sunday. I think it's pretty cool having my own sponsor as the sponsor of the race, and the 200 lapper. I think we had a 12th place finish last year, so it was a pretty solid run for us in a big ACT race like that. It's always really fun when the tour comes to town, just because I think it gives us little weekly runners a good show of what we've got. So it's really fun. I'm looking forward to that. And I think we've got a few more weeks of Thursday nights. So excited to see where we can lay up on those and just keep having fun. That's the biggest thing.
And of course, the race that probably most people that only know one thing about Thunder Road know about Thunder Road is the Milk Bowl, or as it's known around the country, the race where they kiss the cow in Victory Lane. That's a big one for everybody that races there, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm actually really excited. I can't believe I just forgot that, but I'm excited. We had a really good time trial effort last year, qualified 11th out of 48 cars, and I'd never time trialed ever. That's the one race us Northerners time trial. So that was cool. Unfortunately, we were dealing with a lot of electrical issues, so just the weekend wasn't for us. So I'm excited to go back this year, especially after some of the strong runs we've had this season, and just see what we can do. And we might be working on a little bit of a throwback design, so keep an eye out for that.
Oh, do I get to ask? Does that have anything to do with dad, or how far back does this go?
I don't want to give it away in case we can't pull it off, but it
I get it.
goes back.
I get it. I understand. We'll look forward to seeing that. Before we're done here, maybe just kind of an overview. How's being a part of this Kowicki driver development program changed your outlook on racing, changed your approach to the sport in general?
Yeah, the sport is so unbelievably humbling. And I think that being a part of the Quickie Driver Development Program has really kept my spirits high and my motivation high because on those bad weeks, you don't get to just, kind of be sad about it or, get down on yourself. You have to keep pushing for your community, your team, your sponsors, everything. And I think that gives me a little bit of an extra push to know that I've got these people that really believe in me behind me. So getting to honor Alan's legacy and carry his number and name on my car is really special. I have on my dash, if you don't believe, you don't belong. And I think that there's been a few circumstances recently that I've been really frustrated with certain outcomes on races and being able to look at that, take a deep breath, and just keep believing in myself and really pushing myself to the extreme limits that I can really keeps me going. And it just is really something special to be a part of this program.
Well, there's certainly been a ton of progress this year, and I guess the biggest step remaining is just to park one in victory lane, and I don't think it's that far away.
I hope so.
Best of luck the rest of the way. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you, Dave.